Patients referred overseas for medical attention are given $75 a day based on their length of stay for food and transport, and their full airfare is covered, but for companions only if doctors deem it necessary. That's $75 up to a maximum of 1 week, which is 23 days less than that of the old healthcare system. To get a better understanding of this policy, WIV4 spoke with Chief Executive Officer Brian Hogan.
Some employees will think that it's fair. Other employees will think that it's a little bit tight. And so I suspect that we're probably getting the same kind of a reaction from some of our members.
News 4 knows of one leukemia patient in her late 40s that was sent to Miami, Florida to undergo surgery with $150, and the surgery was deferred because her body wasn't strong enough. She has been overseas for a month and will have to stay a few extra weeks longer due to chemotherapy. Another local male referred overseas for medical attention was given $300, and in both cases without companion benefits. An expected stay of 6 weeks with a 2-day allowance is not enough to book a reasonably priced hotel room for 1 night, costing some $100 excluding tax, a car rental costing some $50 a day, and chemo patients often have a special diet, which are more costly.
In a case where somebody goes over for chemo and they're thinking that it's going to be 2 or 3 days, but then the doctor sees something and all of a sudden it's a couple of weeks, then we're in a position to revisit that on a case-by-case basis, and if it's appropriate to provide additional financial support, then we're in a position to do that.
Hogan said they have had several cases where additional funds had to be sent. While living with relatives or friends is an option for the patients, some say that cannot make $150 in this case last for 6 weeks.
Whatever subsistence that we're provided helps offset the cost. We don't want you to be a burden on your friends and family. And so that subsistence can be used in that way. Again, we're just trying to be practical about it. And quite honestly, we're trying to avoid situations where people are overseas for extended periods of time.
For additional expenses incurred over the maximum 7-day allowance period, their second option is to pay for themselves and upon return with receipts, make reimbursement claims. What is a radical change is the shrink in the previous 30-day maximum allowance period under the then partly free healthcare system to a new healthcare plan paid for every month by residents who say they're paying more for less benefits under this particular policy. For WIV4 News, I'm Nikira John.